for this project, which is a candle holder that has mitered corners, each of these three sides has miters, and you glue them together to make a nice decorative project, but the miter itself is not necessarily a strong joint. So to reinforce it, we're going to add slots and splines that go into slots across that miter joint. So what you do is you go ahead and build the project, get the miter joints glued up, and then we're going to put them in this jig and cut the slots. So I'll show you how to do that. First thing you need to do is build this jig. The plans are in the July issue of 2020 for the candle holder project, but you can make this from almost anything. It's just simple fence with two other pieces glued on so that this 90-degree angle sits on there. They're mounted 45 degrees to the fence, so you get a perfect 90, and you set your project in there. It doesn't have to be this candle holder. It can be any kind of box or anything you want to put slots and splines across a miter joint. So you rest that in there, and then you push this through the saw blade, and that'll make the slots that we need. So to get started, we've put in a rip blade, and we like a rip blade for doing this because it's got flat top teeth rather than the high ATB blade of a combo or a general purpose blade. So we want to do a rip blade in here, and I've measured according to where my drawing is that I want, the spacing that I want for this to be the first slot across, and I set the height so that I don't cut all the way through this joint. I only want to go part way through it. So you set the blade height to whatever you want. In this case, I'm going about halfway through that joint. So I've got this set up, and I'll show you how we'll cut that. Let's get some glasses. And we're going to do we're going to end up with 8 total splines in this, 4 on each of the sides. So when we cut one here, we can flip it around and do the same one here, do the same at both ends, then we'll reposition and do the 2 center ones. So let's start, do this one first. Now you notice that I pushed that all the way through and went around. Don't come back over the blade because there's too much chance that something could happen. It could get just a little sideways and you could widen that slot. So now I've got a nice little slot cut right there. I don't want to widen that. I want that to be a perfect 1/8 of an inch, which is the kerf width of that blade. So every time go around, come back and start again. So now I want to put one down here, and we'll cut that one as well. Flip it around. So now I have 2 slots, the outer slots, cut on each end. So now I want to reposition the fence. So we're going to move to this second slot. I'm going to put that right over the blade. And now we'll do the same thing again. Okay, now I have my 8 spline slots. All I need to do is to just rip a strip from whatever wood you're going to use for the slot, In this case, these splines, I want a contrasting wood, so I just rip that until I get one that fits perfectly in there. You don't want any play, you want that to fit perfectly. You don't want it too wide either, because then if you try to drive it in, you'll split that open, or you might break your miter joint. You want to make sure you keep that. So get it good and snug. That's a perfect fit right there. And then just cut short pieces, glue them in, saw them off and trim it, sand it flush, and you're done.